Greetings, everybody, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Just give us a moment here as we get started, waiting for the Ascended Masters to join us. In the meantime, I'm just going to light a candle and just create some sacred space here. Thank you so much for joining me. All right, I'm going to get started here in a minute. Greetings, everybody. This is Yeshua ben Joseph, the Son of God. I am so pleased to join you here today in this live transmission. Today, I am here with my beloved Mary Magdalene. And as we get into this live transmission, I would like you to remember that you are in a sacred space and you are in communion with beings that are directly connected with the highest light to ever exist, known as perhaps the Almighty, the Creator. There are many names that this being has been granted over the millennia. So know that you are connected through Raquel, through myself, and through Mary to this divine Creator. And this is my hope today, to bring forth that energy into your reality, and with the understanding that we all exist as a result of this being known as the Creator, known as the Almighty, known as all that is. I myself consider myself a light being, as this is where I came into fruition, and this is where the Almighty birthed my existence, shall we say. I was born within the star system known as Sirius. Mary, on the other hand, was birthed as a pure light being, which was very close to the Almighty. And so she, in a way, was born very close to the light of the Creator. And so there is no star assignment, shall we say, for her existence. She was birthed very soon after the archangels were birthed. And so this being came into fruition very early on in those creator energies. And she has existed in a way as a pure energy of the reflection of this creator being. And so she is associated with those energies that you might know as the Sophia Collective or the Sophia Consciousness, as she embodies those divine feminine energies that is a reflection of the Almighty and the Creator energy. And so when this being looked at itself, it was shown in a way all of its divine opposite energies. And so these two energies aligned as one collective, shall we say, as the Creator Consciousness energy. And as this being wished to explore its own individual aspects of itself and its reflection, it then perceived this energy that we know today as the Sophia Consciousness as its own reflection. And so, in a way, that energy, known as the Sophia Consciousness, went off and had its own experiences in many emanations. And so this energy, if you will, has created on its own many reflections of that divine feminine aspect, if you will, of its own self. And so Raquel has, in a way, experienced some of this energy over the last 2 weeks, and perhaps more, but more intensely in the last 2 weeks, as she went through this initiation, shall we say, with 7 of these emanations that she had an offering to the general public as a 7-day meditation initiation. And those that attended walked beside her during this initiation by beings that you may know as Isis, as Green Tara, as my grandmother who was incarnated on the earth plane, Anna, as White Buffalo, Calf Woman, as Kuan Yin, as Tara, and as my beloved Mary Magdalene. Raquel will provide links to this offering upon completion of this transmission. But I would like to explore this a bit further and encourage you to take on this meditation as a personal challenge within your own reality, as you are then allowed to glimpse into the realities of these ascended masters in their own right. The other being that I forgot to mention is Hathor of Egypt as well. And so all of these beings offer you each of their emanations during one day of these meditations. And so as you go through each of these meditations, you become aligned with these beings as they give you a vision, shall we say, into their past life and how they align themselves with that higher divine connection to the Mother, Father, God, if you will. And as the feminine aspect of their being was the prominent, shall we say, or the primary exposure of that existence within their physical body, that energy comes through very strongly as the feminine or the divine feminine aspect of those beings. And so I would encourage you to take on this as a personal challenge for your own meditation practice for 7 days and journal about these shifts that take place within your own experience, as Raquel and the others have experienced within their own reality, and very real shifts that have taken place within their own life as a result of these meditations and these initiations. I will pause now and allow for my beloved Mary Magdalene to give you her version as well of these initiations, as she was the guiding force behind this 7-day meditation offering. Greetings, this is Mary Magdalene. I am so pleased to be here with you today. As Yeshua has said, we are all here as a result of the Creator. And without this being, none of you or none of us will exist. And so we have to pause every once in a while to acknowledge this being and its creation as it emanates within each of us in whatever form we portray, whether a physical being or whether a light being. And so my message to you today is, as you are in physical form, to explore this potential every moment, every present moment, as if you were in the presence of the Almighty, exploring every second of your day through the eyes of this being and what it is you are seeing through that perception. So if you can imagine your eyes being viewed by the eyes of the Creator, and everything that you place your eyes upon is being seen by the Creator, and everything that you create is in alignment with the Creator. And so everything that you do is for this being's enjoyment, shall we say, and for your enjoyment as well, because you are creating everything through your own physical body, your own physical mind, your own emotions. And so everything that you are creating is as a result of your own creativity as you co create with this energy of the Almighty. And so be present in every moment as you co create with that energy, as it aligns with the Creator. And as you do this, you will see miracles happen in your life because the Creator is working through you. And all of the things that you are creating is for the enjoyment of the two of you together. So it is like a child playing in its innocence, in its purity. And so as you move forward in this creativity, in this purity, in this divine intervention of the Creator. There are many things in your world that are not in alignment with this divine connection with the Creator. And so my blessing and my message to you today is to untangle yourself from any and all energies that are not in alignment with the Creator and not in alignment with the joy that you feel in your heart when you touch upon anything that is in your life that feels in misalignment, if you will, with the Creator energies. Let me give you an example. If you are walking out of your home today and you see somebody arguing in the street, and this stops you in your tracks, as that energy is not in alignment with your own pure energy or with the alignment of the Creator. These beings are in animosity between the two of them, and so they are not in alignment with each other, and thus not in alignment with the Creator. And so you, in a way, look away, shield your eyes, and continue on your way. But this has affected your energy in a way because you have seen the two of these beings fighting or arguing. And so that impression has, in a way, tainted your energy. And so you hold that vision in your field of existence. And in a way, this too is a co creation. And so that energy has attached itself to you in the most simplest form. But you unconsciously go on your way without knowing that this energy is within your field of reality. And so that animosity, that impression, or that image is just sitting in your energy field, festering, if you will, with that energy that is not in alignment with the Creator. And so as you move through your day, perhaps you are driving and you come across another such incident. Perhaps you walk into your bank and there is a rude customer in front of you at the teller. And so the energy from that attaches itself to the already existing impression within your energy field. And so these two energies are of perhaps the same frequency or very close to the frequency within each other. And so they align themselves and they attach again to your energy field, increasing the energy or the volume, shall we say, that that energy occupies within your field, your energy field. So one has become two impressions now. And so that heavy energy has now replaced your purity, if you will. And so you carry these two impressions around with you unconsciously. but they are there. They are existing within your energy field. And so, dear ones, as you go through life, you watch movies, you experience things, you accumulate all of these negative energies that are not in alignment with the Creator. And so your pure energy form or your pure energy field becomes tainted with all of these things that you have unconsciously picked up from your environment, from your relationships, from all of the experiences that you are having within your own physical life. And so these energies start to accumulate and you are carrying it around like baggage. And so it is important to each day unburden yourself from these energies that you have gathered during your excursions out into your environment. And so, as Yeshua has talked about this meditation practice, it is like washing yourself each morning with this meditation practice. And you are clearing your energy field each day, each morning as you wake up, starting fresh. Washing yourself, washing your energy field of any and all accumulation that you might have collected over the last few days or few months. And perhaps you have not done this on a regular basis, and so you are carrying perhaps a lifetime of unconscious energy that you have picked up. And so as you go into a meditation practice, this is what you are doing. You are clearing your energy field of any and all unwanted negative energies that you might have picked up. And so I encourage you to explore this potential within your day. Create a daily practice, even if it is for 5 minutes a day. Spend this time clearing your energy field, and you will see a shift, a change within your own practice, within your own reality. As your connection to those higher energies become more and more purified and more accurate, as all of these entanglements, if you will, are systematically removed from your reality and from your connection to the Creator. So, this is my message to you. Step forward each morning in that pure connection to the Creator after you have done your meditation. And then go about creating your day with every breath, with every moment, being conscious of what you are creating in alignment with the Creator. And you will find joy, you will find peace, you will find abundance, as there is no harshness in the light of the Creator. Much blessings. This is Yeshua. We are now ready to receive questions, and we will ask Raquel to come back online so that we may go ahead and receive any questions that the audience might have. Much blessings. Greetings, everybody, and thank you for being here. I'm ready to receive any questions that you might have for Yeshua or for Mary Magdalene. All right. Thank you. That was a message from Gracinda Mesquita. She says, "Thank you for the messages of the angels. Thank God. Thank you for everything. Amen." Thank you, Gracinda. Um, I look forward to receiving more questions from the audience if there are any. Thank you. I'll give it a few more minutes and then we will sign off from this live stream. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. All right, signing off now. Thank you so much for tuning in. It looks like we have no other questions. Namaste. Have a great day. Thank you.